Have you ever felt a twinge of fear when you're about to climb a set of stairs or walk on uneven ground? Wondering if you'll be paying for it in pain for a little while, or that your knee might actually give way on you? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some simple, actionable tips which give you some relief of that pain within a few minutes. Hi, my name's Leanne Yeung, and I'm a physiotherapist specialised in pain. I'm going to be talking today about what sort of reasons might be behind your knee pain and what you can do simply in order to get some quick relief. There is a muscle here called quadriceps which has 4 parts that has the kneecap embedded in it, and it helps to pull the kneecap along the line of the thigh bone so that will tend to skew to one side, and that can cause irritation either of the joint itself or the cartilage on either of the surfaces. This can happen if the strength of the muscles of the quadriceps is not in ideal balance, or perhaps some of the other muscles or the muscles around your core might be aligning your hip in a different position, or changing the way that you can actually use the muscles such as the quadriceps to position your knee. So if you can imagine, if I take this chair back, if I change the angle of my hip, I will change the alignment of my knee, and that can make a difference. This tight band of tissue here wraps around a couple of our hip muscles. If that hip muscle is weak, we can use this tight tissue to keep the hip steady, but that can cause some pull on the kneecap. So what you can do about that is get a massage ball and roll it on the side of your knee. So if I move this right back, hopefully you can see that if I position my foot in a relaxed position for my knee, I can then roll a massage ball on it to help loosen that tissue, or I can get some simple sorbeline cream or some kind of skincare cream, or even edible olive oil, because that's really safe because you can eat it. And if I run that along the side of my thigh with my hand, that'll loosen up these tissues and help loosen the pull of the kneecap on the kneecap that makes it skew to one side. Otherwise, you can use a foam roller, and if I was to use it on my other knee, you can use a foam roller by using your hand to roll down, or you can actually lie on it if you've got the strength to actually haul your body over. Or if you have a wall next to you and you can comfortably squat a little bit, you can roll the foam roller along the side of your thigh, pressing your body against the wall to keep it up from dropping onto the floor, and that can help loosen the tissues. And sometimes if you combine it with this next technique, you can get a lot of relief, because this is a little bit similar to the techniques physios like myself use to help loosen up the kneecap and position it better. And that is, if you relax your foot so that your knee is slightly bent, and you use the heel of your hand to push on the outer part of that kneecap, you will be able to get some stretch on the tissues here, and also help the body kind of remember what it's like to have the kneecap moving in a position that's better for your knee and to avoid pain. So if you use your other hand to sustain the thigh bone in position while you push your kneecap across, and hold it for about 10 to 20 seconds and relax it, and then you go ahead and you try and climb a step, or you do that activity that you often find difficult, such as squatting, you may find it's a lot less painful. Or if you've already got pain, you might find that doing these 2 little activities can make quite a difference to the level of pain that you get in your knee. The other thing you can do that isn't too disruptive when you're out and about is to actually get those hip muscles working. And in another video, I'll show you what you can do for these muscles of the hip on the side, but often that takes a little bit more explanation. So to avoid making that too long, I'll give you a quick and easy one that you can do while you're waiting, even in a public place, and no one will be able to tell what you're doing. So if you stand up, and you can do it seated, but often you'll be waiting somewhere in standing, and you just tighten your butt cheeks together as if you're holding a piece of paper between your butt cheeks. And if you put your hands on your butt, you will feel the muscles here go firm. That will use your gluteus maximus, which is the muscle that you sit on, that large one. And if you hold it for a few seconds and relax, and do that quite a few times, you will start to activate that muscle. And then when you have to do an activity that uses the quads and requires you to be up and about, you will also be getting some help with the glutes to keep your body up, and therefore you take a bit of pressure off the knee, and you might find that that activity that you dread no longer becomes that difficult to do, also painful. So if you found this helpful, do let me know, because we do want to give you more tips that are helpful. And if you've got any questions, just put them in the comments below. But I'll be releasing and stepping up my production of YouTube videos for a bit, and doing that a little bit more frequently. But in the meantime, if you just want to get straight to getting on with the things that will actually get you better, you can take a look at the description below, or go to younginmotion.com/resources-programs, and you can find out a program that will give you the experience of getting some relief of your pain, that will not only just help you now and give you some relief straight away, but will also set you up for having a lot less knee pain in the future. And for less than the price of a single physiotherapy treatment session, you will have a course that you can easily follow with tips and tricks to help you integrate these things into your daily life that aren't going to make it so difficult for you to find yourself doing on a regular basis. Thank you for watching, and try to stay young in motion.